Today, I will be sounding so demure with maximum steeze and composure on 100. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nollywood Insiders. I'm really excited to be here again today. I hope you've been watching subsequent videos and you've been enjoying them. My name is New Heaven Abraham and I'm your host for today. Thank you to Camera Join for making this video possible, and today I will be reviewing an amazing blockbuster movie trending right now on Netflix. It is none other than Tòkunbò. Tòkunbò is an amazing movie, a very beautiful movie. I was really excited realizing that Ramsey Nouah is actually the director, like he is in fact the owner of the movie. You know, over time Ramsey Nouah have shown or proved to us that he is good with this craft called filmmaking. I was just so happy. The movie Tòkunbò has amazing list of cast, but before we go into that, let me bottle down the entire movie. The movie is about a young man named Tòkunbò, played by Gideon Okeke, the amazing Gideon Okeke. In case you don't know, Tòkunbò is another name for second-hand product, especially cars. So in the movie, Tòkunbò was played by Gideon Okeke. Basically, his job is to go pick up Tòkunbò cars. When I say Tòkunbò, I mean second-hand cars. And he drives them past custom, past police, and then brings it to his boss. His boss is Gaza, played by the phenomenal, amazing Chidi Mokeme. So basically, that was his job. And you know, of course, that is illegal. So he decided to stop because he got married and the wife just gave birth. So he felt to be a good father, he has to stop doing jobs that are illegal so that he can always be available for his child and not, you know, be in the risk of going to the police station or being arrested. And then the child developed a heart problem. He needed money. He had to go back to look for money from Gaza. And that led to a lot of other stories upon stories. He had to deliver a child who was kidnapped to beggar so that he would be paid 10 million because he needed 9.5 million for his child's operation. The movie basically borders around all the drama that comes with trying to get the 9.5 million to save the life of his child and all the ups and downs, the problems, and all that comes with it. Now, let's go into the characters. The movie Tòkunbò has a lot of amazing, phenomenal actors that were picked, and it was just so good. Of course, trust Ramsey Nouah, he is very good at his craft. We have the protagonist, which is the main actor, as Gideon Okeke. Gideon Okeke played Tòkunbò. And in case you don't know, Gideon Okeke was one of the contestants in the very first Big Brother Naija ever had in Nigeria, and afterwards he's been in movies, TV shows. He's also a TV presenter and all that comes with being on screens. And over time, he has proved that he is good. The truth is, I was actually wowed at his acting prowess in this movie because, you know, I've seen him in movies, but I've not actually seen him in the light to which he portrayed the character Tòkunbò. Gideon Okeke, take your flowers. He did so amazingly well. Like, he killed it. The facial expression, the body expression, the words, how to put it on more. In fact, most importantly, the facial expression, it was just amazing. And then we also had cast members like Odeh, Darasimi. Of course, if you know Darasimi, you just know that it's on another level. Darasimi is a young girl, and she's doing so well in the movie industry. The movie Obaram, in the movie The Green Fever, she's just putting it out there that she's so good at her age. I am wowed and really proud of all that she's accomplishing in the Nollywood industry. And then we also have Majid Michelle. It felt so good to actually have him back on our screens. Majid Michelle was the antagonist. He was the person against the main actor. So and he played, of course, Majid Michelle. He played his role well. I was not expecting anything less. He played his role so well. Then we also have Funlola Aofiyebi-Raimi, who played the role as the governor of First Bank. We also have Tosin Adeyemi, who played the role Lisa. Lisa is the wife of Tòkunbò in the movie. And I feel like Lisa is coming out in the Nollywood industry and is a good one. The first time I saw her is in the movie House of Ga. She played the role so well. Right in this movie, she delivered on 100. Funny Bone. Funny Bone is my G in movies. I just like the vibe that he gives, and it looks like he's having a cliche character because he played the role Chukudi. Chukudi is Tòkunbò's friend who sells oil, car battery, and other stuff. He played a similar role in the movie A Father's Love. He was a friend to the protagonist, and he played the same role in this movie. So this is me saying that Funny Bone is good. He plays this friend to the protagonist role very well, and he's very, very, very hilarious. There was a scene where Tòkunbò called and said, "Hi, Chukudi, what's up? What's up?" He said yes, and at that point he was about to eat. So his phone rang and he picked it out of anger. Oh, who is this? Tòkunbò calls him and says, "Hello, Chukudi, I need your help." And he's like, "No, I'm using my help. My help is busy." That was very hilarious for me. Apparently, Tòkunbò's car he was using to move the girl that was kidnapped had gotten spoiled and he needed a new car, so he wanted Chukudi to come through, and Chukudi did come through. But by the time Chukudi realized that the girl he put in his own car and was driving is being searched for all over Lagos, he became, he went to the police station to report that he had seen the girl. It was his friend Tòkunbò and stuff. And I personally believe that the way police officers treated him, I don't know if that is realistic, because this is a kidnap case. This is the kidnap of the governor's daughter. The other Central Bank of Nigeria's governor's daughter was kidnapped. And someone is coming up with a very, crucial information. So why did the movie give us the vibe that they were treating him so badly? Like they had to tell him to come over to the counter, and he says, "No, coming over to the counter makes me a criminal." They literally had to drag him over to the counter and was treating him so recklessly. I don't believe that is realistic, because all the police officer, everybody was under pressure to find where the daughter is. So if someone came up with such an information, the person should be treated well, should even be compensated, self, and not, being pushed over the counter and treated like he was a criminal. I don't think that scene was realistic. But later on, he was taken to the chief of police and he gave them the information and stuff. So justice for Chukudi. Let's go straight to the set design. The movie has an amazing set design. Of course, when Ramsey Nouah is in the business, what are you expecting? You don't expect anything less. The right location, the right set designs, the right outfits, all that comes with it. Did you see the makeup of Odiete, who played the character Iya Murika? Like the red whatever thing they put in her face. It is known for street mother who sells food. I don't know, they usually do makeups like that, and it felt so good having them implement it in a movie itself. So there are some points in the movie that I feel like they would have done better, but the truth is the positive aspects of the movie is more. In fact, I was enjoying my time. One of the good things, or one of the things you should make sure to achieve when you're shooting a movie, is that whoever it is that is watching should be engrossed, having such a great time, won't want the movie to end. And that was what this movie Tòkunbò did for me. So let's talk about some parts of the movie that I feel like there should be adjustments. There was times in the movie where Tòkunbò had to pick up a phone and read a test. So the phone is not an Android phone. The phone is is a button phone, and there were some text messages there giving him instructions on who to go pick, what to go do, where to drop it, and all. And I feel like all those text messages, I literally had to pause, zoom in, try to read it. It would be better if they had written them on the screen. I feel like it would help us move ahead, read it as a subtitle and move ahead with the film. And even in as much as I had to pause and zoom in to read the message, I still didn't get everything correctly. But I feel like it's an aspect that should have been worked on. And there are some things such as the fact that he was giving a girl to drive to Berger in 3 hours. He was given a sedative injection to give her every 1 hour, and he had given it to her twice. So that tells us that he was driving towards Berger for about an hour or 2 hours plus. How did he drive for about 2 hours? And when he was busted, he came back to Labule like in a flip of the finger. You drove for 2 hours and your car is gone because he literally drowned in the sea and saved the girl's life. I don't want to give you the entire gist, to go and watch the movie. But my question is, how were you able to get back to Labule in such a short time? They didn't let us know if he entered any bus or whatever. The girl was literally being looked for in the entire country. So there was no way he would enter a public bus. So they didn't let us know about that. How did Raymond kidnap a dying child and the mother from a general hospital without causing any fuss, without anyone knowing about it? We didn't know. All we know is that the mother and the child just appeared where he was. They should have given us a backstory on how they were able to smoothly do that. And also, I feel like the movie was rushed, but in a smart way. So, when you rush something, but then you do things to make up for the rush that you did. You get? I feel like Ramsey Nouah wanted a movie that was for a short time, but told a broader story. And I feel like that's why a lot of questions are being asked, like the ones I just asked previously. Why was this? How did this happen? How did that happen? And I believe that if you want to shoot a movie, just tell us the story. If the movie is interesting, even if it's for 5 hours, you see people that watch it. I've seen a movie that is for 3 hours and it has a lot of views. People watch it. When you're telling a story through a movie, don't rush it. Just tell us the story. Don't leave us with questions. That is one thing I believe movie directors should know about. Don't leave your viewers with a lot of unanswered questions. It makes us, doubt some aspects of the movie and begin to feel like, okay, well, it's a story. A movie should not give you the vibe that, well, all of this was acted, is not real. No. One of the core aspects of movie production is to make people feel like, okay, this is real life. That is why you get a set design. That is why you get the right location. That is why you get you get a costume, because you're trying to mold an image to people. So if you're not able to entirely do it, then I don't know what it is. The movie Tòkunbò was rushed, and of course, it wasn't able to cover every aspect. All right, so I would want to say something. Nollywood has a long way to go when it has to do with stunts. Nollywood has a very long way to go, because I don't know, whenever I watch any Nollywood movie and see them pull some stunts, especially when they are trying to fight, when you want to slap someone or blow someone, or especially in the fight scene, you get to see a lot of fake. In fact, you begin to wonder what is going on here. Nollywood has a lot to do with working on their stunts. So this brings me to the tail end of the movie, where Tòkunbò was fighting with Gaza. Gaza was played by the amazing Chidi Mokeme. You should know Chidi Mokeme from the movie Shantytown. He knows how to give all these Capone vibe and all of that, and he brought his A game to this movie. So towards the tail end of the movie, Tòkunbò had a fight with Gaza, and that fight, Gaza beat the hell out of him, because Gaza is way stronger, more skilled. He's the head of all the touts in the area and stuff. So the scene where Tòkunbò used the rope tied on his hand to choke Gaza, I watched that scene like up to 5 times. For someone who is so strong and has been beating this guy almost to death, it was too easy to get that rope around his neck. That particular stunt was not given. It should have been, a struggle that miraculously led to not him just falling on the ground and the rope going around his neck. I believe that scene. The last question I have for this movie, like I said, the movie was rushed, so it left us with a lot of questions. Iya Muri, which was played by Aduni Ade, shot Gaza. The normal thing to happen is when you shoot a whole Capone like that, his boys are all around. In fact, it was the gun of one of his boys that she used to shoot him. When you shoot their boss like that, all of them should come for you. But They were all just standing there. It was not realistic. Imagine standing there and someone shoots your boss and your boss is dead. You're just standing there looking at the person. For a tout, for a street boy, that's not the reaction. That one, it was not realistic at all. Usually they would pounce on her, want to shoot her, and want to kill her. And also, what took the police so long? If they knew they were going to take they knew of the location. If they knew that they had to show us the fight before the police come, they shouldn't have let us know that they've known the location. Because usually I was expecting the police to get there ASAP. So the movie Tòkunbò is a wonderful watch, and I would ask you to go watch it. But I must say that it was rushed and it left us with a lot of questions. But then there was fun. There was time you cry, you pity him, you would, pray that some things will not happen and they end up happening. You would laugh, especially when he has to do with Funny Bone. Of course, he's a comedian, so what do you expect? Ramsey Nouah did such a great job, but please, stop rushing our movies. Thank you so much for watching this episode. My name is Heaven Abraham. I hope you had such a great time, and I implore you to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share our content, comment, share our link to your friends, your family, your enemies, everybody around you, so as to engage in our content. Till I come your way again, adios amigos. Peace out.